Loves, welcome to my channel. It's your girl B, Mom B, Baby B, Beatrice. Welcome to Born to Be Free. I want to say, guys, thank you all so much for your love and your support. The channel is growing tremendously, so thank you all so much. Guys, today we are going to talk about my monthly expenses here in Liberia and mainly how expensive or how affordable it is to live in Liberia. Okay, let's get right into it, okay? Without further ado. Um, so the most expensive thing in Liberia, in Africa in general, is data. I can say I do spend a little bit more on data here in Liberia compared to Ghana. I would say I spend probably between $10 and $15 more on data. So on an average, I spend no less than $50 a month on data. And that gives you roughly between, I want to say, 80 gigabytes to like 110 gigabytes. I will put everything I will list everything in the video. But yeah, that's what I usually spend per month on data alone. Okay, yeah, so yeah, data is a little bit more expensive here in Liberia. So the next thing on the list is transportation. Transportation. So in Liberia, we don't have Ubers, we don't have Bolt. So we have public transportation. Like we do have a bus, but I haven't taken the buses. We have keke. I will tag it in a video so you guys can see what keke is. We also have a lot of bikes or motorcycle and cars. So my preferred source of transportation is more so cars. I do take bike every now and then, but I do prefer the car and the rides. Most of the cars, the rides are shared. So oftentimes you will meet other people already in the car. For that, I spend anywhere between 300 to 600 LDR per month, and that's Liberty. So that's roughly a little over $1.50 to $3 per month. So yeah, and it's very easy for you to find a ride. There are bikes or motorcycle everywhere within close proximity, especially for me because I live in Congo Town, and where I live, I want to say like in the heart of Congo Town, and everything is very, very easy to find ride and things. Next item on the list is food. Okay, so I must say, compared to other nations that I've been to, food prices in Liberia are very, very reasonable. Like it's very, very reasonable, right? But here's the thing, right? The average Liberian, like the way the system, what things are structured is no one ever quotes a price, I want to say less than $50. Okay, Liberty, $50 Liberty goods. Like you go to the market, right? And then say, okay, I want okra. They'll say, oh my, I want it 100. I get $50, they want right here $50. But you see the one 100, they want you fresh. So the thing is, like, I don't know, like everything, like all of the prices that I usually get are no less than, I want to say 50. But oftentimes people usually just tell me like they go for like the higher prices. Like mine, this is 100. Everything 100. Like you want some peppers, this one 50, but it want 100. You see, and I picked this one for you. This one is nice and fresh, 100. I think the most expensive thing, let's say vegetables that I've seen on the market is tomatoes. Tomatoes, you'll get like roughly about four. I want to say four. It's either 100 or 200 Liberty. I'm like, wow, So tomatoes are actually a little bit more pricey here in Liberia compared to Ghana. Ghanaians love tomatoes. Like they put tomatoes in almost everything, tomatoes and eggs. So they have a lot of tomatoes. I believe they grow tomatoes in Ghana, and then they also import tomatoes from like I want to say Burkina Faso. But yeah, tomatoes. But yeah, everything is roughly around 100. So if you want to buy some like chicken, not the whole thing, like chop up, maybe like a drumstick and some chicken feet, maybe one or two, and maybe like the arm. It's like 100. It's 100 too. Meat, everything, like they measure, they chop everything up, and then they have like portions of it on the table, and all those portions are no less than 100. I think the most expensive meat or protein that I've seen on the market is fish. The prices start at least 200, and when I say 200, I'm talking Liberty, not dollars. 200 Liberty. And yeah, so I don't know how many you get. I think you probably get like two, but there's different types of like fishes and stuff to choose from. But oftentimes, yeah, the fish and stuff, 200 at least. Chicken, like the little portions, 100. Meat, same thing. But the thing about it, everything is very fresh. Like you can smell the freshness, and plus I'm vegan, so everything just smells extremely fresh. I forgot the price of, eggs. Like I think people usually buy like the whole cart of eggs. I don't remember how much they cost. But for me is definitely, I want to say the prices are reasonable, even at their highest um, prices. It is still very reasonable for me. On an average, I spend roughly about $10 to $15 per week on food. And this is not just food. This also includes like other stuff that I need for my house. Sometimes when I go to the market, I usually grab one or two extra items because, as you guys know, I am still in the process of furnishing this place. As of now, I have like my bedroom. I can say as of now is fully furnished. But everywhere else, I am taking my time to furnish everywhere else. And so if you guys saw my other content, you already know that there's no running water in the house. And so what I do is I have someone that helps me fetch water. He fetches water for me. I want to say maybe once or twice a week. He does not like to let the water finish in the house. So he came this morning. He was like, "I'm here to draw water." I said, "I still get water." But yeah, I'm on your water to finish. And the way the system work is they like for you to pay them monthly. So the price that we agreed on, I'm gonna give you guys a rough estimate. We agreed on between $7 to $15 per month. So they draw water for you the entire month, and then at the end of the month, you just pay the person. But I was like, okay, since we started like in the middle of the month, let me give you a little something. And then once the next month, like everything starts over, everything will start over fresh. And then we can start, our deal from there. And he looked at me like I was crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, I just like to pay. You do the work, here's your pay, go away. Like, I'm not no one's boss. I don't want to be people's boss. Like, I work for her. Like, no, you help me. Here's your little stuff. But no, they they want to make sure they have a job monthly. So yeah, so that's water. So yeah, water is between $7 and $15 per month. So living accommodation, like I said in my previous video, I spend between 200 to $250 on this place, and I paid no less than 6 months. The last item on the list is electricity. The electricity is a little different here in Liberia. So some communities don't have electricity yet. But I was fortunate enough to find a community that sort of already had things set up. So the electricity company here in Liberia is called LEC. LEC is the Liberia Electricity Corporation. So what you do is oftentimes you usually just reach out to them, and what they do is they come up and set things up in your community or your neighborhood. They usually give you a meter, and then you just like pre-fill everything based on your monthly usage. So I was fortunate enough to pretty much have everything already set up here in my community here in Congatown. I'm not telling you the name of my community. um, but yeah, so everything works well. Everything works well. The let's see, in terms of consistency, things have it. Electricity do go off and on a little bit more. It does go off just a little bit more. Sometimes you're like, oh, yay, power's out. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So overall, I think things are very reasonable. Um, even though like a lot of times when people see you and they see that you sound or look like you're from the Western world, even though like they charge you three times more, I think prices here are still a little bit more reasonable compared to Ghana. I think I'm going to do a compare and contrast video between Ghana and Liberia. But yeah, other than that, things are good. Oil, yeah, oil are expensive here. Just mainly, I want to say coconut oil and olive oil. Those oils are a little bit more expensive here. I don't see them in abundance. You find them in certain stores, because the oil that is used here is a little different. The vegetable cooking oil, but like the red palm oil, the price is also very reasonable. Can y'all guess how much they usually charge me? Everything starts at 100. Yep, 100. It's like I have a price, I don't know, a tag on my forehead that says Beatrice gets charged no less than $100 Liberty. Okay, because everything is just mine at 100. What about that one? 100. What about that little one? That one $50. You see the 100 one? I already not pick it for you. 100. But yeah, other than that, things are pretty good. Like I said, I've been taking my own time furnishing my place. So I am spending a little bit more. When I do go to the market, I do grab extra stuff here and there. Let me look on my list, make sure I don't miss anything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep. We talked about internet again. 50, no less than $50 per month. You get a gig roughly between 80 and 110 gigabytes. Transportation, we have keke, buses, motorcycle bikes, we have cards. We don't have Ubers and Bolts. But don't worry, everything is easily accessible. There's always someone, like if you're walking, usually like a driver will like wave you down to see if you need you need a ride. The price for that, I spend anywhere between 300 to 600 LDR, and that's $1.50 to $3 per month. And then food, of course, uh, 10 to $15 per month. Water, $7 to $15 per month, because my water guy wants to make sure he stays employed. Like he showed up, he's like, yeah, well, I can't draw what time you finish. Yeah, well, I want to make sure everything fill up. And your bucket and empty, yes, come refill it. So, but I love that because he takes his job seriously. And besides being a job, yeah, and living accommodation, 200 to 250 between that range, and they ask for at least 6 months in advance. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Household products like tissue and tissues. Let's see, napkins, paper towels. Those are a little bit more expensive, way expensive. In my neighborhood, they sell one roll of tissue for. Can you guys guess? $100. Everything $100. So yeah, but at the market you can get two for a little bit more. So I usually just, now since I'm hip, I just go to the market and buy my tissue and stuff. But in my neighborhood, my one at 100, one roll, 100, the whole pack. No, my 100. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But things have been great. Just learning the ropes, learning my neighborhood, just learning how things are done and listening to people about, how things are done in Liberia. So yeah, my way the system is you pay us monthly, you pay us once a month, we show up, we do the work once a month. Don't pay us everything. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you all so much for your love and your support to the bloodline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I I am so grateful for you all. Thank you, thank you. To Nimba Kante, your favorite Nimba Jew is in the house. You guys didn't comment down below the last time, but of course now, your get a fondant Jew.